Steps of shooting. Coaches should advise their archers to pay as careful attention to the 11 stages of shooting as possible. Any archers can need shape changes or assistance from a volunteer at various stages of the shooting process to improve accuracy. Par archery is available to athletes with physical limitations who are able to shoot with assistive devices that are allowed under classification rules. It has specific competition categories for athletes that fall into those categories. Steps of shooting. Stance. Nock. Hook and grip. Posture or alignment. Raise bow. Draw. Anchor. Transfer to hold. Aim. Release or follow through. Feedback. Let's discuss each of them. Step 1. The stance. Standing archers. During the shot process, focus on balance and stability. Lower limb prosthetics, stroke, traumatic brain injury, cerebral palsy, and other conditions can make archers less conscious of their own balance. So you'll need to work with the athlete to find an acceptable stance. Proper feet position. Feet should align to one another and stand in a balanced position. Seated archers. If an archer is using a wheelchair or stool, position the seat so that it is straddling the line with 2 wheels or legs in front of the line and 2 wheels or chair legs behind the line. Support the archer's feet so they are steady and balanced. In competition, the seated archer must have their feet on the footrest of their wheelchair, and no back support is allowed. Adjust the angle of the chair to find something that helps the archer's aim. It may take some experimenting to find the appropriate angle, but the goal should be something that's comfortable with good balance and doesn't hurt when the archer pulls the bow back. If the seated archer is still having stability issues, it may be necessary to devise a waist or chest strap. This will enable them to aim steady and repeat their shot execution. Step 2. The nock. Nock the arrow under the nocking point of the string. Listen for the sound of a snap as the arrow connects to the string. Odd color fletching/feather is turned away from the bow. An archer's limited hand use makes it difficult to knock the arrow into the bowstring. This move may require assistance for some people. Step 3. Hook and grip. Hook. Place your fingers in such a way that you hook the string with your index finger above the nock, middle, and ring finger under the nock. The nock of the arrow is in between the pointing and middle finger. Grip. Relax your fingers. The back of your hand should make an angle of 45 degrees. The tips of the thumb and index finger may touch each other in a relaxed way. Set your bow hand on the grip on the inside of your lifeline, on the meaty part of your thumb. Thumb points toward the target. Step 4. Posture or alignment. Pay close attention to the head position and movement during this step. It is important to maintain the head position and body posture as much as possible through the shot process. Keeping in mind that the archer may not be physically able to attain perfect posture and alignment due to their skeletal or muscular differences. The goal of this step should be figuring out what the archer can do to get as close to proper alignment as possible efficiently and repeatedly without causing injury. Step 5. Raise bow. When possible, the archer should extend their bow arm, align their shoulder, and use their shoulders to resist the force of the drawn bow. This may not always be physically possible, so some archers may need to use a bow stand to hold the bow while they pull back on the bowstring, or may need assistance from a coach or volunteer. Archers using a mouth tab or shoulder harness with a release aid will most likely have to raise the bow with the bow arm bent. Step 6. The draw. Drawing is an act of pulling the string goes directly below the chin without any changes in its standing and setup position. The edge of the pointing finger and the thumb is the position under the jaw. The little finger serves as the base in anchoring. Archers who use a mouth tab or release aid attached to a shoulder harness will need to increase the tension in their bow arm triceps during the draw in order to resist the increasing forces of the draw weight. These archers typically raise the bow with a bent arm and then push the bow arm out to draw the bow. Step 7. The anchor. Draw the string along with the bow arm in a straight horizontal line to the anchor point. Lock the shooting arm. Draw with your back muscle and hold. Shoulder blades align to each other. The bow hand, draw the hand, and elbow should align to each other. Depending on the archer's adaptations, a traditional anchor point may not be an option. When possible, the top priority is always to have the holding arm in line with the arrow to promote the transfer of holding into the back muscles. The hand or holding device will then touch the neck, jaw, or cheek at a place that allows the bowstring or peep sight to locate in front of the aiming eye. Step 8. Transfer to hold. At full draw, transfer the weight of the bow from your shooting arm to your back. Think of this step as repositioning the body slightly to brace the draw weight of the bow. Coaches can help simulate this feeling using a stretch band with the archer in the anchor position, and then have the archer slightly reposition their bone alignment until they feel braced. This transfer movement to brace the draw weight may be very small, but will serve as a mental step as well. Step 9. Aim. String picture. The string lines up on the top bow limb and sights exactly at the same place each time. For the archer's first shot, start at a close range of no more than 10 meters. The coach or teacher should use their best judgment to assist with the initial aim. When it's time, slowly walk the archer back to a longer distance, making sure the archer is still close enough to be accurate. Aim at full draw by setting the sight ring onto the target. Maintain the concentration of drawing hand to the face. You should see the string line up on the top bow limb exactly at the same place each time, and appear a little right of the string ring. If you are cross-dominant like the right-handed, left eye dominant, or vice versa, then you must shut the other eye. Step 10. Release/follow through. The fingers of the shooting hand should be relaxed when holding the string and preparing for the release. Gently pull the string up to the back of the ear and let go. Your sling will gently pull against your side, while your relaxed bow hand will let the bow fall, showing that the sling has caught the bow. Do not move until you see or hear the arrow hit the target. If the archer is utilizing a release aid, it may take time to refine the adaptive device or technique. This could include anything from modifying the materials of a mouth tab to changing the shape of the release aid. With practice and input from the coach and archer, consistency will improve. Step 11. Feedback. In adaptive archery, this phase is extremely important. Be sure to give the archer input, but also ask for it, and be open to anything they have to say. Take the time to learn about how their condition can be impacting their shot process, and be willing to be versatile and innovative when it comes to teaching adaptations. Important questions to ask. What can I do to assist you? Was there some discomfort during the shooting? Do you think you'll be able to repeat the same procedure? What would you do to make the process go more smoothly for you? Hope you learned something great from this video. See you on the field and enjoy shooting.